Hello everyone. Welcome to our first Greek MP community session. We are so excited to have you with us tonight. Tonight is for us, maybe it's morning somewhere else. I'm Konstantinos and I'm going to be the host for our session today. And we have Joanna Vathis with us today. It's really an opportunity to meet, to tell you the truth, Joanna. Which is a person deeply immersed into the Microsoft ecosystem, and not only ecosystem. But I will let Joanna speak about herself. Hello, Joanna. Welcome.
Thank you, Konstantinos. Hello, everyone. Good morning, good evening from wherever you see us. You watch this video or you tuning in today. Uh, as Konstantinos mentioned, I'm Joanna Vathis. I'm MVP in 365 Copilot and Exchange. And please don't start Exchange is dying. No, it's not dying. It's always alive. Without mailing, you cannot survive. Um, I'm cybersecurity manager in PwC for data protection, as you can understand. Today, we will start and we will basically perform our first session. So I apologize if I have a little bit stress. So I'm apologize for that. As you can see in my screen, I create a small character, long time, approx 2 months now, and I decide to play around, and I create with Copilot. To mention, to be honest, I just use my picture and create this superhero character that is a protector of data, of security, AI, trust, ethics, etc., and has also a cat's face that is called Decode the Chaos. I like this phrase basically a lot. So I created this small character 2 months ago. I had the idea in order to create and present basically the technology back in AI, plus to make more, let's say, more readable in comic way my articles in my blog, and not only. So let me introduce you my character, which is called Joe the Cybermind. Yeah, funny. The Cybermind. And it's a protector of data security and privacy. Um, and today it will introduce basically the Microsoft 365 Copilot and how we can protect the data. What is Microsoft 365 Copilot for those that you are not so deep with, or you are not using Microsoft 365 Copilot because there exists plenty of engines outside in the world. So a small agenda that what we will discover today with the help of our instructor, Joe, the Cybermind. Yeah, I'm always talking about this character, but I love it. So we will explore a bit of data protection with Microsoft 365 Copilot. When we use Microsoft 365 Copilot, how we can protect, how our data is basically handling in a Copilot engine, and a bit of the privacy and security measures, what we can do in order to avoid any distribute our data outside of the trust of ecosystem of Microsoft, how we can avoid to have misleadings, etc. So this is overall what we will try to cover today. I will not remain only the presentation, of course. We will perform also a small demo because I have a very nice tool that I want to introduce today. That is an upcoming tool from Microsoft, and I can share some details so I can show you how you can work. So the power of Microsoft 365 Copilot. You can raise your question in the chat. Konstantinos, he will try to handle it and raise it back to me. Anything that you want to ask. So basically, as I mentioned here in our screen, you can see the superpowers of Copilot. Why I'm saying power, sorry. What is the Microsoft Copilot? What is the superpower of Microsoft 365 Copilot? How we can use it? How we can trust Copilot, and why to not trust ChatGPT, for example, or Gemini, or any other platform? Today we will focus only to Microsoft 365 Copilot, basically, and the trust there. And I don't like to compare in this phase other tools, other platforms for AI. So everyone you use every day. I think I'm not sharing my whole screen, so I want to share my whole screen. So give me a sec in order for me to be able to show you more. Select. Okay. Okay. Entire screen. Here it is. So apologize for that. So everybody, you know this small tiny teeny button which is called Microsoft 365 Copilot. For those that you don't have it in your screen, you know that you can find it in Microsoft Store, and you can have the Copilot, the Chat Copilot. This is Microsoft 365 Chat Copilot that you have also the option here. Visibility and the birth of Microsoft 365 Copilot, because uh, Copilot is a huge family. It's plenty of tools. We have Security Copilot, we have Microsoft 365 Copilot, we have GitHub Copilot, we have Visual Studio Copilot, etc. But the chat, Copilot chat, is basically part of those Copilots. One of the important things in the chat of the Copilot, Microsoft 365 Copilot, you see that you have a protection. The birth of this product from Microsoft, it was back in time in 2023, end of 2023, and specific August 2023, the first appearance of Microsoft 365 Copilot and his family, like Defender. It has a huge family and relatives, Microsoft 365 Copilot. So it was created to cover and protect and be and fit to all the applications. When we talk about application, of course, we refer to Office Suite, to Office application. No matter if we call it Office Suite Online or we call it desktop. The both are, they have add-on Copilot. Of course, you have to buy the license in order to have it. If you don't have the license assigned to you, you cannot have Microsoft 365 Copilot. Example, in my tenant here, this is from my personal tenant, let's call it work account. I don't have a license from Microsoft 365 Copilot, but I can connect at the moment my work account or personal account with in Microsoft 365 Copilot chat. And of course, as you can see, the button here have the protection, the enterprise data protection. If I click in the link, it's navigate me to the article to Microsoft article that is explaining me how you can protect your data with Microsoft 365 Copilot and Microsoft Copilot for chat. Of course, as you can understand, there are plenty of things in the background of the protection. When we refer to protection and data, our mind, for those that you are working with the whole suite of Microsoft 365 general or the cloud base, the first thing that when you heard data, it's going to purview, but it's not only purview. It's not only Microsoft Purview, how you can protect your data. This is the platform of Purview. If you cannot see, Constantinos can tell me if you cannot see anything. I don't know if we have anything in the chat, Constantine, if they can see my screen or not.
We can see everything.
Perfect. So, as you can see, in all Microsoft products and services, like this one, we are in Microsoft Purview, we have Copilot. Even in Azure, even if I go to Azure, I can see Copilot. Even if I go to Microsoft Purview, I can see Copilot. Even if I go to security, I will see Copilot everywhere. Copilot is everywhere. This is basically the platform that you set it up with Microsoft Security Copilot. So you have to go pay as you go in order to activate it. If you go, for example, here, it's navigate you the article about Security Copilot. You have to pay in order to have. But what is the big but here in the background? In the background, the Security Copilot can collaborate and work with all the data platform. And as we are referring to governance, data and governance, we are referring to Microsoft Purview mostly. It's not only that only Microsoft Purview has data and governance, but of course, data and governance is coming mostly from Purview. This is where we protect, where we go and protect our data and our platform through DLP policies, through sensitivity labels, through retention policies, and how we can gain visibility for this. For example, let's say that I'm an organization, an enterprise organization, and I want in my company to have visibility for my users, my end users, how I can gather information, which platform they use, AI platform. Even as I mentioned in the beginning, even if it's called ChatGPT, Gemini, even Siri, even any other platform. I don't remember by heart. Apologize, it's 8 o'clock in the evening, so my brain is like mashed potato a bit. So if I forgot something, but all the platform, how I can gain visibility about this, about third-party AI platform outside of Microsoft. And here it comes a beautiful tool that is called Microsoft Purview Data Security Posture Management, DSPM platforms, the acronyms. DSPM platforms is Microsoft basically create two platforms of DSPM. And let's see the both. The one solution is basically DSPM for AI, data security posture management without AI, DSPM for AI. DSPM for AI basically can provide you reports. Let me close this in order to have bigger daemons to have it in full view. You can see in order to perform and proceed with AI DSPM, we have to configure first, like always. We have to activate the Microsoft Purview audits, which is really important. It's guide you basically To install Microsoft Purview browser extension, if I go and click it, it will request, of course, to perform the task. And if I don't know how to do it, you have an article how to do it. It's taking up to 1 hour to complete through the article, the steps, I mean. The next one is to onboard the Microsoft Purview devices. Really important. It's pay as you go. It's pay as you go. The billing, I mean. Onboard device Microsoft Purview. When we referring about devices, we mean devices general, tablets, laptops, mobiles, etc. Extend your inside data discovery in order to have the bigger picture and to check through the reporting. Those are the recommendations. When we have the platform, everything in place, starting detecting the ethical, unethical behaviors in AI apps in case that someone is try and basically try and upload in Microsoft 365 Copilot chat some company's data. How many times you see in your organization people to attach sensitive information through ChatGPT? In basically in every time that I have a training about Copilot, the first thing that the last 2 years basically that what I'm here, the feedback that I'm gained back from the IT management from any organization is that my people use a lot of ChatGPT. What I'm gathering my reporting is that they share sensitive information. How easy can I protect or prevent my users, and how I can see basically the activity and the users uh, from my users that use other application platforms and they upload sensitive information. So you can use DSPM for AI, so you can pay this platform. As I'm in my tenant, I have some topics that they are still in preview, sorry, in preview. That means that I use anything that is Microsoft published in preview to appear in my tenant. Just for your information, because as you can see, app and agents is something that is still in a public preview, so it's coming up. You can check through the reporting. You see view details. I have a report, by the way. I have a small report here in my tenant. Of course, I don't have users, but you can see like the activity explorer. You have for DLP and sensitivity labels, the same thing that you have here for DSPM for AI. Basically, you can see AI integration. It says Microsoft 365 application. If I go and open, you will see that the user is always me, of course, because I'm using mostly my tenant. You can see the times like ticketing. You see who use it. And if we go to app details, my user, me, use Microsoft 365 apps, Copilot experience agents, the prompts. You can see all the prompts from the user. Response. You can see in details what your user, you see, used. What your user used. Those are some of the examples. You can see in details what your user, what kind of information your user requests. From where? From Bing website. Bing search, basically. It's the one of the things. I don't remember if I have an old one that I can perform. I perform 3rd of November from any other browser. I don't know. Mostly I'm using Copilot for chat, which I have it here connected. So anything that is here in my history, and I believe like an end user, that this cannot be captured from my organization, totally wrong. Everything is visible to the admin. Everything is visible. Of course, you can ask all the reports. You have the option to export, track and trace everything. You can add additional filters if it exists any agents. For example, I want to select all, or I'm more interesting about Microsoft 365 applications. Agent name, in case that you use additional agents, you can trace and track and trace, like Gemini that we mentioned before. If my user use any sensitive info types, let's say that I have a PowerPoint, that in that PowerPoint I'm assign a confidential label. What will happen? It will be read it from Copilot or not. If you're connected with the same user, of course, your company user, and you create a presentation which is high confidential or confidential, uh, and you are the author of this presentation, of course, it will be able to read it, but it will be able also to trace it. It's not something that is can be hidden from the organization or from the tool, from the report. So as you can understand, you have the customization, you can have everything, the sensitivity, DLP rule match, in case that is matching with DLP, etc. And you can find additional information. This is DSPM for AI. And you can perform a data risk assessment, by the way. This is another tool. You can create a custom assessment to identify more information. So I can make here demo. If I want to include all the users, or I'm curious about one user, I will just choose all users. From which location? SharePoint and OneDrive, the both. Save and run. It will take up to 48 hours, as you can see the message, to perform the action, the scan, the track and trace, and to provide me the result after 48 hours. So it takes up to 48 hours in order to have to bring back the results. This simulation is already expired. This is already in progress, the one that we create. You can see old and new. I will not touch this subject. I will leave it from my friend Adonis. When the time comes, he will present the fabric part, so I'm not touching fabric. It's not my thing, for sure. Let's go back to see a bit about data security posture management. What is the difference with AI? Of course, as you can understand, the one is pay as you go, and the both can connect with Security Copilot. The both is through Security Copilot in order to have more accurate and faster visibility and track and trace of your data. As we saw in DSPM for AI, we have the same, like we have it in AI in DSPM without AI, the recommendation, the reports, everything. You can see here, for example, risk investigation. You can start with entering a user principal name, a UPN for a user. Mostly I'm using this user. Please do not laugh with my domain. It's funny. I had this brilliant idea a long time ago to use this domain, to create this domain, Security Nebula AI. And here is a request, and basically is a prompt and ask me the duration that I want the investigation to last. And as can see, you can see by clicking the I, which is the information, you can see that from the description that you can enter 30 days or enter 30 minutes, basically 30 by 30 days. Uh, you can choose 7 days. We will put it the duration of the last 7 days. I will submit it, and again, it's generate the copilot. Create a collection policy is the next recommendation action that I have to do. What is the meaning of the extent? Basically, the collection policy is where you can create, with the assist of AI, the policy when you have security copilot, of course, already integrate, already subscription, and is detecting sensitive information through AI assistant. Uh, as you can understand, AI is in our life too long. You can see in the top pay as you go. That's why I'm not creating at the moment the policy. Okay. But overall, I'm just making an overview how you can use it. If you wish to proceed and create, basically to use a DSPM tool, you can proceed by pay as you go, or you can buy a subscription of security copilot and can be integrated with all purview and basically all the platforms, defender xdr, purview, etc. And it can decrease the pay as you go plan because it's calculated data overall. You pay the copilot, so it's calculated data, is gathering from there the pay as you go price. So by creating the policy, you can retrieve information, sensitive information. You see, by creating the policy, is detect sensitive info shared with common cloud apps. When we say common cloud apps, can be any application in your environment. In your environment. So I know that I cannot demonstrate this part, but overall, the idea of DSPM, because there are plenty of third-party organizations out there that they have DSPM, but they perform, yes, they integrate with Purview and they um, work together very well, like Varonis, Big ID, for example, security. Uh, there are a lot there. I remember those, so this is what I remember by heart at the moment. But overall, there are plenty of DSPM applications. They are collaborate together for things that Purview cannot perform at this stage. The third-party DSPM is coming to assisting about these parts. Wherever it's a small, the gaps, let's say, at the moment, the gaps, I'm just leaving a question mark here. At the moment, wherever it exists a gap, not a workaround through purview system, DSPM platforms, it's coming and integrated with purview portal and assist a lot of organization to bypass those obstacles. Example, very, very, very good example. It's about trainable classifiers. About trainable classifiers, let's move on and go there, which is really important. It's really, really nice. And most of the DSPM third-party platform also support AI, by the way. Let's go to basically information protection and go to classifiers. And here we have the trainable classifiers. When you go and create a trainable classifier, basically, because Microsoft has a lot of built-in classifiers, of course, for sensitive information types, but you want, as an organization, you want to create your custom. because you are a company in, let's find another, Romania, Bulgaria, Greece, and or outside in China, for example, and you want to create a trainable classifier in your local language, in Greek, for example. So I will go and create, again, test, any description. What you will see that the trainable classifier is being supported only in English language. You cannot create a trainable classifier in other language except English language. Here it is. Content must be written in English. Is not support in any other language until today. It's something that we raised a long time ago in Microsoft. They're still working on it. And here is where DSPM, third-party DSPM, is coming to fill this gap, to bypass this gap, because they name it totally different, not trainable classifier, of course, but when you integrate it with Microsoft Purview, you can start creating your, I'm putting brackets, trainable classifiers in your local language, and it's supported. So Sierra, it's another, I remember another one. So here is something that you cannot bypass as a gap when you have only Microsoft Purview. Because even if you raise a ticket in Microsoft, they're aware already, of course. That's why they have the message there. And they say you cannot proceed with any other language except English language. So this is one of the stoppers for a lot of organization with trainable classifiers. If you want it in your local language and you don't want it in English language, then you have to proceed with the workaround related trainable classifiers, which is really, really important. Sensitive info types, from the other side, from the other hand, basically is totally different logic, because you can create sensitive info type with fingerprint, and you can upload forms, PDFs, words in your local language, and you can create it very easy, and you can use it in your DLP, your data loss prevention, and you can scan it, etc. And as I mentioned, scanning, I promise to you that, and to not lose any time, without any further ado, let's go and visit something that it will be introduced in Microsoft Ignite this month. I will show you some of the stuff. I hope, basically, the creator of this tool and his team, the creator is from um, Asian countries. I don't remember exactly from which one. Very nice guy. And the introduction of the new tool is data security investigation. Still in preview. For those that you are not aware about data security investigation, this tool again is pay as you go in the storage, as many data you use, etc. It will charge you. So this specific tool has his own permission, and if you go again, for those that you can see the preview parts in your tenant, you can go this in this basically specific article, you can see about the permission that is required. The permission basically that this tool is required is data security investigation. This is a new tool, the new role, sorry. But this role at the moment is not working as an RBAC. So if you go and use a contractor and you plan to provide permission, you have to go in the settings, in your purview portal. Let me open different. You have to find the data investigator. The data investigator, it will appear as a role only for those that you have the purview. You can see it here. No matter what, if you are a global admin, I didn't put it, data security investigator. Okay, data. I'm in role groups. Nice. Nice. So I think it's not existing. Let's see. Data security investigator again. Because the tool basically allow me general to go through here, role assignments, and I'm proceeding and I'm typing whoever I want. For example, myself. I think I already have myself. Yeah, I have already myself. I will put my old nickname. Basically, I still have this nickname, by the way. So I create a user with this nickname. And here it says, who do you want, except because this is administrator role, do you want to be as an investigator? I can put my colleague, Theoni. So I can confirm, proceed with confirmation. And this is how it's taking the roles. At the moment, this is not in, it used to be until last week, by the way, in the portal data. Here it is, management. And it's, I cannot see anymore the investigators. Ah, here it is. Why is not appear in the search? It's both investigators. Okay, nice. Make a mistake. Investigation investigators. Classic. So those are the rules that you require to have data security investigator, viewer, or administrator, or basically investigator. Those three roles depends who you want, what each of your administrators you want to perform, uh, which task basically you provide, and the applicable roles for each of those. So basically, like information risk manager, the same to data security investigation, you need to assign the roles, the proper roles, the required roles, to be specific, that is needed in order for the execution. Otherwise, no matter what, if you are a global administrator, no matter what kind of other permission, you are a super duper admin, no matter what, if you don't have those permission, you will never see the tool. You will never have access to the tool. So you need to additional provide those permission, depends what your user wants to perform in order to execute this tool. For those that you are aware about AirTool, the investigation from security uh, for Microsoft 365, you know the investigation tool that we use in when we have a possible threat for to trace and to analyze, to perform the investigation automatically. Guess what? It's the same. The same logic with a huge difference. What is the huge difference behind this tool? Of course, it has space of improvement. It's every day it's improving. At the moment it's in the first phase, like all the things in first phase and in preview. We will see a lot of things that is coming. In this current phase, the data security investigation, and the difference from the air tool is that DSI is working and collaborate with AI platform, with artificial intelligence. That means when we create an investigation, when we start to create an investigation, we will see how we can create an investigation. By the way, we will not click apply, but let's see. When we go and create an investigation, you need to enter, as the description says, a unique name for your investigation. For example, DLP block attachments. I'm just saying. You can put a description, and if it's optional, if you want to use an additional context that you are aware that it will help for your investigation for AI, because don't forget something really important. Microsoft is not just have today I woke up and I had the idea to create an AI tool and name it Copilot. It's not creating tools without to have a background. What I mean, Copilot in the aeronautical engineering, basically in airspace, it means my helper, my assistant. The copilot in the planes is the second pilot, not the first one. So, copilot overall in any product is your assistant. So, you educate the tool. It's not educating you. Of course, it's educating us because it makes our life easier and it's finding information faster than we're expecting. It's helping you to find the information faster in shorter time, minimize the time. So here you have to be very specific what kind of information you want this tool to search and investigate. As an example, here looking for spreadsheet with PPI or passwords. So if you're an enterprise organization and you have more than 50K of users in your organization and you want to find a spreadsheet with PPI and password, imagine how many documents it will be come back. So here you are require specific information and it can retrieve and investigate in the background for you all your data from your organization in minimum time, and it's not only investigate, it's analyze, mitigate, but it's not remediate without your permission. It's identify, analyze, mitigate any possible threat and risk in zero time, and it's providing you the information. And of course, the next step is if you want to remediate, click the button. So imagine how much time is taking you to go in Content Explorer or in Discover to start searching for this spreadsheet and start, okay, the tool is not working today. Oh my God, I cannot wait so much time to find this information. Oh, I have to use PowerShell. I need this permission. I need that permission. Yeah, too much time, too much noise in our ears. So the really important part here is that it's working in the background with AI platform and can investigate any kind of information. And when I was in that call, basically, one of the questions that I was raising for this specific tool, like it was like, for example, there exists a lot of multinational companies in different locations. For example, uh, you are a worldwide company like Microsoft that they have subs everywhere. Okay, they have subsidiaries everywhere in every country. So of course, each country they speak their language, and I'm using again my local language, which is Greek. So imagine that you are in Greece and you are in public sector and they use all the information in Greek. So the question was, is this tool possible to identify information in different languages? And the answer was yes, because it's trained to identify in any language, no matter what. So you bypass also this gap. The answer is that yes, this tool can assist you in any kind of searching with any kind of language and spreadsheet. It's really important. Of course, you can find plenty of information if you go to Ignite, if you follow Ignite, the Microsoft Ignite, which is now in November. And they will introduce this tool, they will demonstrate it, and they will provide more information how it will work. I can take you until here. I'm not allowed to take you further. But this is something that is coming. It's coming this month. Uh, it's really nice tool, very useful. I saw the demonstration how it's working, and I can tell you, uh, it will help a lot of companies to bypass the timing, the frame, and everything in zero time. So any question until now? I don't know if we have any question, basically. I cannot see the chat. So, Constantine, delight me, please.
Well, I don't see any questions, to tell you the truth. But I mean, no. What what a presentation! I've learned so much today, Joanna, and I want to really thank you for taking the time and going so deep
I
into this.
tried.
Uh,
Thank
yeah, into this. It was not a session; it was a webinar. So,
you. Yes, apologize for that, but I don't like to stick in the PowerPoint slide decks. Apologize, but it's not my
yeah,
style. It's not me.
yeah. This is a common trait. Me too. So yes, was so interesting. I was watching very carefully and with all my attention. I learned a lot, and yeah, this is was amazing. I don't know if there is anything else that you want to share with us. So to go
Uh,
in, or you just removed it. I think you removed it.
yeah, I stop the sharing basically because it's plenty of things. It's not stopping here. We are not
I
stopping
know,
here.
I
It's the
know.
first thing. So I want to keep you uh, in interesting part. I want to
Yeah,
show only one thing, an additional part. Just give me a second to research.
sure, sure.
So I want you to navigate you basically uh, to my blog in case that you want to follow me. You
Yeah,
can just click security nebula AI one word.com and you can find me here. Yes, and my nickname I never changed it. Since 2007 until today, my nickname remains the same. What? Yeah, 2007. Yeah, exactly. 2007. This was in 2007. We have 2025, so we are talking about plenty of years. So everybody, most of the people know me as catastrophic failure. Yes, don't laugh, guys. It has a story behind. I will tell you another time. So
okay.
yeah, here's my blog. You can find me here. Uh, you can find a lot of history in the back. Uh, this specific blog I started back in July 2010 because when TechNet, if someone remember, was closed, my blog was closed, so I have to transfer everything in WordPress.
Okay, okay,
Uh, so that's why my previous articles is not exist. So I have since 2010 until today plenty of articles. You can find me here. You can see the tags. You
great.
can see my comics, of course.
I love that. I love that that approach. I really liked it, and it sets the tone to something really fun, interesting, and at the same
I,
time, you know that you're going to learn something.
educational with
Yes,
different way.
exactly,
Who don't
exactly.
love comic? Come on,
Yeah,
everybody loves comic.
yes, yes, yes. That was
Plus,
amazing.
you can find everything that you need here. For example, that's why I didn't share my LinkedIn, etc. You can find all my basically links from here, from my blog. So this was the last thing that I wanted to. So for today,
Yeah,
keep tuned, and we will have a lot of upcoming sessions with a lot of interesting stuff for all the people, all the MVP Greek MVP community. So stay tuned because you never know what is coming next.
yes.
It's a surprise from Konstantinos.
And from all of us, everyone in the Greek
Uh,
MVP community,
of course, it's surprise from Konstantinos the announcement
yeah,
for the next one.
yeah. Of course, we have Ignite coming up, as you already said, and we're excited to hear what's going on there, what we're going to see. Uh, Last year was a lot of AI packed there. I'm really curious to see what's going on to this year. What will be the next step? I think agentic AI probably.
I'm
Um,
not saying anything.
yeah, yeah,
You have to join everyone to see it. It will be an interesting part.
yeah,
Um, Apologize that I'm not allowed to say a lot, but there are plenty of things and changes that are coming
yeah.
that a lot of administrators they will love it, and not only,
Perfect,
and
perfect,
not only.
amazing, amazing. Yeah, and I haven't been, to tell you the truth, I haven't the opportunity to be in an Ignite. I hope next year, if everything checks out and I'm still an MVP, I will have the opportunity to have this experience because it's a lifetime experience, once in a lifetime.
Yeah, it's interesting. It's really interesting. Basically, when those things happen, every Microsoft event is really nice, really good. To be honest. Um, Basically, in these days, I want to thank everyone for attending in our session. It was the first session in 2025 for Greek community, MVP community. We love to hear you back. We want to thank you that you are being here to attend, to spend your evening basically with us, and hope to see you soon.
Yes, hope to see you soon, everyone. The stream will remain, so everyone we can watch the video again. This very interesting session from Joanna. Bye
Thank
bye,
you.
everyone. Have a great one. Thank you,
Have a
Joanna.
lovely evening or day.
Bye
Bye
bye.
for now.